Hi, this is Tammy from Path to the Heart. And I wanted to jump on here to share something that just happened. I was in a coaching call, in my group coaching call. And what happened was in the middle of the call, I had this feeling in my body that washed over me that said completion. It's almost like they just got everything they needed and they didn't really, need any more from me. And for anyone that is running groups, that well, that's interesting because they paid for the whole hour. So, why would I just stop the cost short? But because I decided to speak my truth in the moment, and I said that I'm feeling a sense of completion. It allowed so much expansion, truth, and flow to flow out, and people ended up getting amazing breakthroughs. Essentially, they ended up seeing, like, when we decide in the moment what is actually what we want and what is most honorable in the moment for what we actually need in the moment. uh, it breakthroughs happen. They ended up like going off camera and doing what they actually needed to do and to practice what they needed to practice. And it created a space for amazing transformation, growth, and just flow to happen. They saw exactly what they needed to see, what was exactly in the way of what they say they want. And so let me ask you, is there a place within you that you may not be speaking your truth in the moment? I mean, this is just one example of speaking my truth and having so much energy flow, so much expansion energy from it. I've experienced when within myself speaking against what makes sense. What happens when we speak about something that doesn't make sense intellectually? We stand up in front of a group and just say exactly that this doesn't resonate and I'm not going to just not say anything. Where in your life are you feeling something is not in alignment and not congruent, and you're not choosing to say anything because, well, I don't really need to, or something's happening in your home life where you're feeling like this is not working, and you're not necessarily speaking up, because I tell you, it's these places within ourselves that actually open up flow in our life. And when I do face readings for people, right, there's a place where I see, there's a place in how their lips are, how they're colored, the size, the length, all these things I look at, right? And there's places within people that we're withholding. We're actually not expressing our truths. And, unfortunately, when we've been doing this a while, and withholding and not speaking up, it can feel like we're just being ourselves and it doesn't feel like anything big. And we just tend to, like, you know, could play it down, or like just tolerate that. It's okay. I don't need to say that. It's okay. It's fine. Right. All these things we say to yourself. So my invitation to you is, where has this been showing up in your life where you may not be speaking what you want? You may not be speaking out for the fact that you don't know what you want. Maybe something hasn't been working in your business and you don't know what to do, and you just keep on doing the same thing and you're doing your best. Are you allowing yourself to step into vulnerability to speak up for maybe what's not working, maybe asking for help, maybe a difference in opinion? Are you holding, your clients, or whoever you support in the highest space? Like, are you speaking up for the elephant in the room? Because this is speaking up for truth. This is being authentic. This is allowing you to be the truth of who you are, to be, that change maker, the shit disturber. Someone needs to stand up to speak up in a room, and most importantly, to speak up within ourselves, for ourselves. And this is self-love embodiment, right? I've had a situation where someone had a face analysis with me, and this area of expression popped up for her, right? It's like there was like a thinness in her lips. And, after the session, when this was all brought up to the surface, right? It's like we don't know what we don't know, or we know and we've covered up so long that we, kind of forgot, and brushed it under the carpet, so to speak, right? But it's like within that week, people were commenting how much more red her lips were. People were like saying to her, wow, your voice is different. This is the power of speaking up our truth. First of all, to know what our truths are, to give ourselves a space to even tap into our truths, to speak up when in the right context, in the moment of, you know, it's just powerful transformations in my clients. And so I invite you today to reflect within yourself. Where are you not speaking up for what you know is right, what you feel is right in your whole essence of your being? Yeah, I just wanted to speak this out into the space to encourage you to really be you, express you. And this starts with knowing self. This starts with understanding ourself and how it works. The higher achievers I work with, they're not looking at, the next strategy and mindset per se. They're looking at how am I in my own way of moving forward? That's where they're spending the intention. And these are the high achievers that are creating more income because they see the difference. They're seeing the difference in flow. They're seeing the light expand from them. And this is the most exciting thing. And so if you're listening to this and it's really resonating, you really want to see your inner and outer world and how you're actually like relating to yourself, how you're standing up for yourself, how you're not standing up for yourself, and be radically honest to move forward from a place of impact and flow, then please reach out. I offer complimentary deep dive discovery calls where we dive into you to really pull back the layers, the veils of what may be in the way, so you choose to do something different. And this is the most powerful thing, is that we can't see what we can't see. And so, yes, I invite you to take action for you, whether that's with me or someone else. Allow yourself to go deeper, because this is where the juice is. This is where the self-love is. This is where the impact we can make deepens. I'm so excited to talk to you. I look forward to connecting.